Great day to you and welcome. I am excited to be here today, and I thank you for clicking the video to watch the messages for the collective consciousness today. Okay, well, I'm going to pull from the Crystal Spirits card deck. I'm only going to pull one card for a message from that deck. And then I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Moonology deck, since it's going to be a full moon. And some clarifiers from the Soul's Journey deck for a little extra guidance. And then I'm going to pull for the Starseed Oracle for some advice. All right, so this is a message for the collective consciousness that I pull for energies that are in the present moment, or for whenever it is that you need to see this message. This message may or may not resonate with you. If it does, great, wonderful. I'm happy if it does. If it does not, leave what does, or take what does resonate and leave the rest. For the whole message might not be for you, but maybe parts of it will be. So stay tuned. I'm trying not to do these videos for too long, but sometimes it gets a little bit overboard. I'm trying to hone in on what I need to do and the messages that I need to say and to get them out. And I'm going to cut the talking for 1 second here. All right, I just want to say a little prayer before I get started. I ask the Holy Spirit, God, angels, to be present during this reading, to give clear and concise messages for the people who need to hear these clear and concise messages, for discernment, for wisdom, for love, for knowledge, for things that they may need to have clarity on in their lives. I only ask for love, light, and positivity to be in these readings throughout the whole entire reading, and for our highest good. This is for the collective consciousness. I do thank you for being here. I do thank you for your love, support, and guidance. Namaste. Alrighty. Let's get this party started. Okay, Crystal Spirits Oracle deck. This is an absolute wonderful deck for, daily guidance. If this is something that you're interested in doing, whether you do it for the collective or for specific people or not, or even just for yourself. Crystal Spirits. I haven't pulled one negative card. Sometimes I do go over some things that maybe I need to look into a little bit more, or to have more of a self-awareness or self-realization on, but it's not negative. I've never taken anything negative from this deck whatsoever. They are beautiful cards. They feel wonderful, and no, I do not sell these cards. I just really do enjoy their messages. So let's see. I'm going to cut the deck only because I'm only pulling one card. So let's see. Don't have enough room. What do Crystal Spirits have to say? Pink Sapphire. And I'm going to read from the book because they do have wonderful messages. And I absolutely love Colette Baron Reid. I have a lot of her decks. Did not, do that on purpose. I just, whatever I was drawn to for inspiration is what I picked. And it just happened to be a lot of her cards. I have a lot of her decks I have bought, so bear with me. I know I'm blabbering now. I hope everybody's doing well today. I hope everybody is enjoying life as best as they can. I know some days are more difficult than others, and sometimes the energies around the world can affect us on a day-to-day basis, and sometimes it can be ups and downs. So I hope everybody's doing well. If you are, or even if you're not, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please like. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I welcome you here to be here to receive messages from God, from the Spirit, from the angels. And I'm doing right now mostly for the collective consciousness, which means the energy as a whole, for guidance, I may switch things up here in the near future to have a little bit better of a, whether to follow the zodiac signs or, you know, to have something a little bit different going on. So it can be a little bit more honed in on specific energies. All right, Pink Sapphire, forgiveness, choosing to heal, acceptance, and letting go, soothing the heart. Have you heard that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself? Pink Sapphire, Spirit's message to you is not to concern yourself with the law of karma right now. For while your loving heart wants to see justice served for the good of all, in this moment you are called to align yourself with universal laws by choosing to heal yourself. It is time to start the process of forgiving those who did you harm. And that means deciding consciously that they will not determine your story of who you are and what you have experienced. For you are a powerful storyteller and co-creator, and you will tell a heroic tale of overcoming that which has caused you pain. Your willingness to engage in healing, to free yourself from your past, and soothe your heart is an awesome superpower. Pink Sapphire Spirit is here as a reminder that you can do the work, that walking through the forge of fire and letting go of the pain will remake you strong as steel going forward. You will persist, and as you embrace the wisdom you have earned, find the power to say never again, by making the choice to heal yourself and forgive yourself for not knowing better. Positive things are to come, and you can rest assured that the conscious universe is your ally in this process of healing, acceptance, and forgiving. Beautiful. Oh, Crystal Spirit Meditation. I'm going to do that one for this card. Pink Sapphire teaches forgiveness and assists us in moving past old fears and into a space of being open to not only giving love, but receiving it as well. Meditation with the stone helps open the heart and ease the emotions, especially those related to relationship wounds. So that's something that you can do if that is what you feel called to do, just a little bit of a activity. Alrighty, let's see here. We got the Pink Sapphire, forgiveness, healing, leading the way, and it's the number 44. So if you see repetitive numbers, 44 or 444, look up the angelic meanings of that. 4 represents mainly stability. It represents other things as well, but it's stability, freeing yourself from maybe some things that aren't so stable in your life. 44, the double 4, could be double meaning. But you can look up the angelic meanings to that. That also in numerology goes down to 8. 8 could be a significant number for you as well. So you can look up the angelic meanings for that. All right, we're going to draw 3 cards from the Moonology deck, if I could talk today. Let's see. Oh, we're not doing too bad on timing, but I do plan on pulling 20 more cards for guidance, support, love, forgiveness, for the collective consciousness. Holy Spirit, what messages? Well, I'm going to look at them real quick, but I don't... Ah, it is! Oh, I gotta pull these cards. I wasn't even done asking. But it's funny that it falls out because it's supposed to be a full moon in Sagittarius. And we have luck is on your side. This is the new moon in Sagittarius, but that's the type of energy that is present during this full moon. in Sagittarius. Nothing is yet set in stone is the second card. And meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Just because it is a full moon in Sagittarius does not mean that these are not relevant. There could be your zodiac sign could be Pisces, zodiac sign could be Sagittarius, or maybe you have people around you that are of those zodiac signs. And this is the mutable moon, which is the sign, which is what the Pisces sign represents. Not all of what Pisces sign represents, but it is a mutable sign, which means it changes as things change, goes with the flow. And the best way to help with that is through meditation and contemplation. And a lot of us Pisces are really good with that. Especially in contemplation for me. Meditation, I have done, but I still have to get into a more disciplined action required for that. I mean, I do I'm constantly in a type of contemplation or meditation state. Obviously, sometimes I have to snap myself out of it to deal with life and deal with things that are going on in the present moment, because I'm really, really good at getting lost up in my mind. But anyway, luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. Nothing is yet set in stone. Meditate and contemplate. And the pink sapphire, let's see here, was talking about healing, forgiveness, letting go of the hurt, the pain. Nothing is yet set in stone, so therefore, when you meditate or pray, and you contemplate certain things that are going on, whether it's in your personal life or in the world today, just know that nothing is yet set in stone. And if you want to see a positive change, think about the positivity in the world that you want to see today. Think about the things that you would love to improve, even if you cannot physically do it. Just know that by meditating on it, putting yourself in that state of positivity, love, forgiveness, healing, and feeling it through your heart space will help to project that out into the world. By healing yourself, by loving yourself, by contemplating and meditating, and through prayer, not only starts with you first in order for it to be projected out into the world, but also taking a moment to do that for the world. Because if there's peace, harmony, things that you want to see to improve, you need to feel the love for that situation. Nothing is yet set in stone, only because things are mutable. Things are changeable. Yes, there are certain events in life, in your own personal life and in the world's history, that have been not a mutable situation, but this situation that is at hand in this now, this day and age is not yet set in stone. There is still room for things to clear up. There is still room for things to turn out into a positive outlook or outcome by having that positive outlook. Not that we need to negate the negativity or the negative in the world. So we do need to be aware of it. But constantly focusing on the negative, the anger, the hate, the frustration, the unforgiveness, the ways in which we feel negative about a certain situation, constantly focusing on that and not taking the time to focus on the positive that you would like to, even if you don't see the positivity, if you would like to see positivity or healing or forgiveness or love to be present in the world, you need to sit down and pray about it, meditate about it, and know in your heart space that you have faith this will come to pass. That the situation, if it is a negative situation, whether it be for personal or in the world, that it will pass. And that just by sitting down and thinking about the positive, being aware of the negative and realizing that the negative is there for a reason, to show us the contrast, what it is that we really do want. Negativity doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing happening to you or to someone else. It just means it shows you the contrast between good and evil, negative and positive polarities. If that is not what you want, then you know what you want after experiencing it. Through meditation, through prayer, through loving others, even if it is, just in your own quiet stillness, in your own quiet time, that can help improve the world. But you need to have faith in it. You need to have trust in it. And you need to, let go of the outcome of it. All you need to do is imagine it, feel it in your heart space, and project it out into the space that you're in and into the world. And just kind of imagine yourself projecting it out into the world through your heart space to allow more love, forgiveness, and healing to happen, not only for yourself, but for others as well. Okay, that was a lot, but good messages, really good messages. I'm sorry if I kept repeating myself. I'm sorry if I, just kept saying the same thing, but it is important to know that we can change the outcome. Luck is on our side. Things are still not yet set in stone. And, asking for that healing, that love, that support, whether it be through contemplation, meditation, or through prayer. And really feeling it through your heart space will help to alleviate a lot of the stress, a lot of the things that are going on. Even if you feel like you can't physically go and do something. And just remember that focusing on the positive does not mean that you negate the negative. It just means that what you want to see in the world is more of a positive outcome for all. But you do need to recognize what the negative is so that you can know what the positive is that you would like to see. Alrighty, luck is on your side. Clarification for luck is on your side with Spirit, God, Archangels. Two of them came out. I didn't even see the other one that popped out. All right, luck is on your side. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Perseverance. It's luck is on your side. And we also had acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Yes, letting go of the outcome of things. Yes, sitting there praying and meditating and contemplating things of a positive nature and wanting to see more of the positivity in the world. Yes, and knowing that whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve, but accepting the things that we cannot change. The Serenity Prayer comes to mind. Sometimes I would, during difficult times or difficult situations, I would say that over and over and over in my prayer, in my mind, and I guess in a meditative state, in a prayer state, and just to remind me that, the things that I cannot change at this point, I have to accept the fact that I cannot change it at this point, but I can, allow God or the creator of all to do what it is that, that needs to do in order for things to change. Even if I can't physically change something, or help somebody, or to help them to change, or even for myself as well, not just helping others, but for myself as well. If there's things that I feel like I can't change, I surrender it up to God in order to, or the creator of all, or whatever resonates with you, or to the universe, that, I cannot change this. I feel like I cannot change this. Please help me. It is okay to ask for help, outside help from God and from the universe. But in the same respect, admitting that, this is a certain thing that I cannot change, or I feel like I'm keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. What is it that I am not seeing? Help me to see what it is I am not seeing. And if there's something that I cannot change, then I cannot change. I have to accept that. But you can also ask for guidance and how to change it as well, but just surrendering it up to a greater power, to let some of that be taken care of through the other realms. Nothing is yet set in stone. Oh, these just want to pop. Okay, there's two. All right, doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Yes, we don't necessarily always need to know all the answers. And sometimes once we release the wanting to know all the answers and, the things that we cannot change, once we release it, once we surrender it, sometimes once that's released, it comes to you. It ends up showing up at some point a lot quicker than if you were to constantly, needing all the answers all at once, I guess, and wanting to change things. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. We do have guides, we do have God, we do have things that, even if we cannot see, ancestors, archangels, guides that we are assigned to, or that are assigned to us, sorry. Even if we are physically alone, we are never alone. We can always reach out to God, the creator of all, the universe, our guides, our angels. We do have help on the other side. There's things that maybe that are out of our control, that are not quite yet set in stone, but with all the waves going around and crashing, sometimes it can feel a bit overwhelming. Even though things are not quite set in stone, we can still feel the storm and the waves crashing down on us. So through meditation, contemplation, and prayer, sometimes it can help. And having faith that your prayers will be answered and that they will be met. And God has, creator of all, God, the universe has its own timing, but sometimes surrendering and letting go of certain situations when we feel a bit of it being out of our control will allow the universe or God to move things along a bit quicker. And I don't know why I am not being able to get my words out today. I know there's been plenty of other videos I do the same thing, but today I just really, really feel like I'm not really stuttering, but just kind of can't get the words that are coming to my mind out fast enough. All right, clarification for meditation and contemplation, please, Holy Spirit, God, archangels. Meditation and contemplation for the new moon in Pisces card, and clarifiers for that. I'm only taking the ones that fall out into the table. Holy Spirit, I do thank you, thank you. All right, the one that fell out was fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, fear. It's a big one. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. It's a choice, whether we choose to live in fear or whether we choose to live in love. That is our choice in order to what is it that we really want in our lives? Do we constantly want to live in fear of every little thing? And fear is not a bad thing. Fear is a natural response to something, with that flight or fight response to survive physically on a physical level, when an enemy is coming up towards you or attacking you. But there's a lot of fears that, maybe might not be present as a physical attack. It's more of those things that are in the mind and of the heart that we fear. Walking away from fear, no longer desiring to live in fear, but desiring to live in love instead, and that love can cast out all fears. Deciding to walk in love, loving yourself, loving your neighbor, loving your family. I know sometimes people don't always see eye to eye, and sometimes that can be, in a family group as well. And that does not mean that you have to allow people to treat you like crap, excuse my language. It just means that choosing to still love, but yet loving from afar, I guess, is what I want to say on that. And forgiveness. The pink sapphire is still here, heading the reading there. To heal ourselves, to ask God for healing, to, or the universe, however that resonates with you. Do we have one more card for clarification, for meditation, and what was that one? Balance. Well, that one flipped over. Yes, that is a good one. Balance between love and fear. Like I was just saying earlier, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Beautiful card. I just love the colors on that. I'm bringing the balance of fear and love into a situation that, make sure that you're not constantly dealing with fear, even, fears that we think of, that we imagine that actually aren't really happening to us physically. Finding that balance between that and love. Between fear and love, and knowing that love will cast out all fear. So find the balance for yourself, meditate and contemplate, pray about it to know whether or not, to ask for balance in your life. If maybe you're swinging more towards the fear end of things, to maybe kind of balance that back out to where, it can be a more harmonious life journey for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I am not here to tell anybody what to do. These are just messages that are coming out from the cards and what I'm hearing. So take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to get some advice from the Starseed card. But, take it how it resonates. There's a lot of cards that are out on the table at this moment in time, so some of this might be for you, some of it might not be. The whole message might be for you, or, you know, I hope that you can grab a small nugget from something that I've spoken about today to either help you or to guide you, or, you know, to be a positive light in your life. And we have some cards today. Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. Which I'm kind of getting right now, what I'm feeling is moving from out of a state of fear into love. That's what just came to mind for the Ascension card. Is what this reading is to move, you know, from the space of fear into love. And perseverance, acceptance, getting rid of doubts, maybe about if you're lonely or you're feeling lonely, know that you are never alone. You can always reach out if you need to. Patience, be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. That's what I was kind of talking about earlier with, you know, surrendering it up to God or the universe. And know, you know, sometimes that if we're constantly holding on to things and constantly thinking that we can control it, you know, once we surrender it up to God or to the universe, you know, sometimes it can be released from us, and that the universe or God can work a little bit more swiftly. Not that it's going to happen right away. I'm not saying that. It's just, you know, and this card is telling you to have patience. But it just reminded me what I said earlier. Destiny, to allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Patience. Guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. That actually should go on this one. This one should go on this one. You are never alone. You always have guidance. There are masters that have come before us who are in higher realms, that are teachers, guides, whether they be angels, even, you know, God can be a guide as well. All right, I feel like pulling a couple more of these for some reason, so we're just going to do that real quick. Any more advice or guidance from the Starseed deck? Any other advice or guidance from the Starseed deck, please, Holy Spirit? Thank you. There we go. Transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Transcend the limitations. That's where doubt comes in. You know, if you're doubting yourself or you're doubting that you have anybody, to be reassured that you are not alone. Persevering through something, but yeah, accepting what you cannot change. Letting go of fear, finding that balance between love and fear, or fear and love. And transcend your mind's limitations of those things. Through meditation, through prayer, through contemplation. Also journaling is a good way to do that as well. To help you to understand who you are, what you're here to do, or what you're here to focus on. Even if it's you don't even know, but yet you just kind of write about your day, or write about your feelings, or write about what's, you know, might have happened, or maybe certain things keep coming up in your mind that happened in the past that you cannot change at this point because it already happened. That, you know, by writing it down, if it's something that keeps repeating in your mind, by writing it down, it can help you, you know, maybe if you read it a little bit, you know, release it, let it go, surrender it. And you know, maybe say a prayer or meditate on it and say, yeah, release this and I let it go. You know, on things that we can't feel like we can't let go of. And take courage. Find or live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Absolutely. And that's not an easy thing to do, but it is possible. We just sometimes need to persevere through it. Sometimes we just need to stick to our way of, you know, being mutable as far as, you know, changing with the times, changing with the flow of life. You know, being mutable in a sense that, you know, when changes happen, we are able to change with it and, you know, ask for guidance if you feel like you cannot change things. Alrighty. Take courage, my friends. Be patient. You do have guides. Let them know that you need help, whether it be for God, angels, teachers, the highest realms. We can transcend these times for our highest state of consciousness. All right, I thank you for being here today. If you like the video, please like. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And let me know how this resonates with you in the comments. And I thank you for being here today. I hope that you found a small golden little nugget in this reading for yourself today. And I hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.